car lovers, we're back this time with a 2010 Toyota Voxy. So I'm gonna do an oil change on this one, and I decided why not share the information on how to do it with you guys. So here I am. Yep. Alright, first we need our tools to do this job, and what I did, I used the jack from the vehicle, as you can see there, with a piece of board, because remember, we're doing it in the backyard, we're not in a fancy shop. Most times when I'm at work, I'm not really allowed to video, so whatever I do is on my own time at home. Now, yeah, so we got the jack, and we decided to use some old tires and rim from the K-truck. You guys remember our K-truck? Yeah, it's looking quite nice now. So we decided to use those rims and tires. So what we did is we jack the vehicle up and then bring the front tires down onto those old rim and tires, because we need that stability, right? You have to secure yourself, so as to when you're going under the vehicle, you don't have any mishaps. And remember, this is just for entertainment purposes. I'm not telling you guys what to do. You do this at your own peril or your own merit, right? So yeah, as you can see, the back tires as well, we have some stuff, 2 pieces of board on this one, just in case it wanna roll, to stop it from rolling. And on the other one we have 2 stones around here as well. This is just for the do-it-yourselfers who just wanna, they know how to work on the cars and they have the tools to do it. So yeah, here we have a bottle of brake clean. Yeah, so whatever oil is dripping on the engine, when we're finished, we use this to clean it up. Yeah, and what you're gonna need is your filter from Toyota. Yes, so you'll definitely need your filter, whichever brand you want to buy, or wherever you want to buy it from, right? And most importantly, what you're gonna need is this wrench here. You're gonna need this wrench right here, and this wrench is specifically for these Toyota vehicles that use this kind of filter, and it has what we call inside of the wrench flutes. Specifically, this one has 14 flutes on the inside. And what I do, in order to use a bigger ratchet handle for better to be able to pull better, I use a bigger ratchet handle with a 1/2-inch drive. And in order to do that, I just use this 26-inch the top of the wrench right here, and then use the ratchet handle like this. It gives me more strength, and I'm able to pull better. So I actually started, and then I say, you know what, let me share this with you guys. So let me show you what it's like underneath. So we just grab a little pan and decided to drain it into this little guy right here, but you guys probably have something better. Just working with what I have. So yeah, so what I did, you have this little pin right here. I'm not even sure if that's the right name for it, but all it does really is just goes against the groove of the housing to stop it from moving, just in case it was to, by some miracle, go anti-clockwise and pull. I doubt that would happen. But anyway, all I did was just use the handle of the ratchet to just tap it out. Tap it out and then just remove it. Because you need to remove that in order to be able to pull the filter. The next thing I did is put the wrench on the housing. Then here comes, space is a little bit tight under here. Then here comes my ratchet handle. Goes inside the housing. And I just pull. Because it's a bigger handle, I have all this room and this length to be able to pull. And once it's loose, I just let it drip into the pan so as not to cause a mess, and then just slowly remove it completely. Yeah, just like that. Okay. So now, you see, this is what we have. This is what we have. And working with one hand, I'm just going to remove the oil element from outside of it. So this is what we're going to be replacing. As you can see, it's all dirty from catching all the debris and so on that was inside the oil moving around. Okay, so next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the O-ring from the housing. The O-ring helps it to seal, so there's no leakage, right? And as you can see, guys, this one is plastic, so you have to be careful with it. You don't want to mess that one up. Right, so let me try to remove the O-ring with one hand. One hand while I film. See, I have a tiny little screwdriver here. Just put it underneath, bring it over, and this is your O-ring. Okay, this little guy right here, you're gonna need him. He's very important. All right. So here we go. Out with the old and in with the new. Here is our new O-ring. And with your O-rings, you wanna always lube your O-rings. Always lubricate your O-rings. So you can use some fresh oil, as well as you can use some other oil from outside of the filter, as long as it's not dirty. To just lube your O-rings before installing it. Remember, oil helps to seal as well. Sounds strange, but yeah, oil helps to seal. when you're installing parts together, like especially these parts. Oil helps in the sealing process. So here we go. Oh, by the way, you know, I should clean this up with some brake clean too. It looks clean, but yeah. One hand. I'm gonna have to put this down for a little bit and clean this up, then I'll come back. Okay, so we're back, and yeah, so we now have our o-ring on. See, it's nice and clean, and I just went ahead and put some fresh oil on it, wiped it off and put some fresh oil on it, and make sure inside of your filter housing is also clean. Yeah. Alright, so here we go with the new filter, or the oil element as they call it, the new cartridge. That's it. And now we're gonna install it to the vehicle. Don't forget your clip, keep him close. Alright. Right, so let's wipe the housing off. I can move this guy now. We just wipe the housing clean. Any debris, any dirty oil, wipe it clean. Okay. Lovely. Look at that. Nice. Okay, here we go. Into new cartridge. Okay, and here we go with our wrench. And ratchet. That feels good. You don't want to go too tight. That feels good. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Alright. Where is our pin? Where's that guy? Coming up. Okay, and it's inserted like this. Goes in from the side that you are facing the housing from. You can just slip it in with your finger. It's a little bit harder to come out than it is to get back inside. And as you can see, it's just really just to stop the housing. If it was to move anti-clockwise or unwind and fall off, which won't happen, it would just, see, the edge of the housing here, it would just press against this one and stop. But it's just a little precaution, just for a little precaution, nothing else. Yeah, nice and tight. This one now I gotta pull to drain the oil out, and this looks like normally Toyotas use a 14mm. So then let's go get our 14mm and come back. Okay, so gonna finish with you guys. So we're gonna be using this guy to change the ratchet handle from a 1/2" drive to a 3/8 drive. Now we're gonna use a 14mm, right? Yeah. So done. Ta-da. And now ready to drain the oil out. Remember, anti-clockwise for pull. There we go, just like that. And normally this vehicle holds like 4.2 liters of oil, so I doubt this little bottle will do the trick. I might have to fill something else as well. Okay, I'm gonna have to fill something else. Alright, so you get the drift. So once this is emptied, all you have to do is tighten it back, and then we go up top and then we refill. As a matter of fact, I forgot to do something, so now is a good time before I finish draining. Whenever you're doing an oil change, you wanna pull the dipstick out to give the engine some more room to breathe. Pull the engine filler cap as well. Give the engine some room to breathe. It flows out. It flows down. The whole oil flows down better when you remove these things. All right. So we're gonna finish the draining, tighten up underneath, and then we'll come back up here to full. So we don't have to go watch that again. Just gonna make the video too long. And for the finale, ladies and gentlemen, here we got our oil, our funnel, and as I said before, it's 4.2 liters. So you just make sure you put that 4.2 liters, and then you go ahead to check the level. Right. Oops. Oil is so clean I can hardly see it. But there you go, it's a little bit above that little dot you see right there. It's a little bit above it. So now we're gonna close the cap back on the engine. We're gonna put the cap back on the engine, and then we're gonna start it, and then we're gonna check it again. The cap don't have to be tight really, just finger tight. So we're gonna start it. And yeah, we just want the oil to move around a little, circulating the block, going to the oil housing and so on, the filter housing. Because when you pour the oil in, some of that oil is gonna go settle in the filter. That's why you have to recheck the level. Alright, I think that's enough. To do the Amazon, wipe it off again. And then we dip. Okay, let's see where we're at. It's a little bit below the full mark. Yeah. Just a little bit below the full mark. But that's good enough, because we know we put the 4.2 liters. We drained everything and we refill with 4.2 liters, so that's good. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen, that's how you do an oil change on a 2010 Toyota voxy. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch up with you